If you have swollen lymph nodes, I want to explain to you how to heal it. But first, let's go back and understand why they develop. Swollen lymph nodes is a sign of acidosis. When your body is in a state of acidosis, things get stiff, things dry out. Your lymph nodes, they are the septic tanks of your body. Now let me explain. In each cell, you have blood to feed the cell. You have the lymphatic system to remove waste from the cell. So in your house, you have the kitchen to cook your food, and you have the toilets to flush out waste. If this is broken, you will have a problem in the house. The waste will back up. It will affect the function of your house. You have rodents, you have pests. The cells are the same way. When you have blood feeding the cells, there's waste generated. That waste has to be removed. If that waste is not removed, it will cause a backup of waste in the area. This will cause things to dry up, things to stiffen. Your lymph nodes contain cells. Therefore, when the lymph nodes get in a state of acidosis, they will dry up, they will stiffen, they will harden. Now there's a blockage because your lymph nodes, they are the septic tank of your body. Remember, your cells are each individual homes. The septic tank of each home is your lymph nodes. The waste is sent to the lymph nodes or the septic tank where it's processed into lesser acids. Bacteria breaks down the acids, which are really hot, into lesser acids so that it can pass through the lymphatic system through to the kidneys where it's filtered. If your lymph nodes were not working properly, you would literally be peeing on the floor because the burn will be too intense, the acids will be too hot. So the lymph nodes, they convert those acids into lesser acids by using bacteria. When the lymph nodes get hard, it's a clear indication that the acidosis is building up, the inflammation is building up, the bacteria is overwhelmed, and therefore the waste can no longer be filtered out properly through the lymph nodes. So it backs up, it gets hard, and you have a problem because now all the waste coming from the cells cannot go through the lymph nodes, and it causes a cycling effect. So it's a vicious cycle. We have to think of moving the lymph system with astringent fruits, the berries, melon, and citrus fruits. These are astringent. They contain vital nutrients that break down stagnant lymph or break down mucus, tough mucus. This will allow the lymph system to flow better, the lymph nodes to become softer so that waste can be filtered through the lymph nodes. Okay, so astringent fruits, berries, melon, citrus fruits, these are the most astringent ones. Make sure you go on a astringent fruit diet. It's a cleanse, it's temporary, but it gets the job done. Next, we used herbs for the lymphatic system. These herbs like cleavers, pokeroot, redwood, plantain, white oak bark. These herbs also move the lymph system. But here's the thing you have to watch out for. Whenever you're dealing with the lymph system, you need to make sure you work on the kidneys. Remember I told you about the septic tank? That is the lymph nodes. Kidneys are the filtration plants. So when the waste is processed on the septic tank, it flows down to the main sewer system of the body, which is the kidneys. If the kidneys are not filtering out waste, that waste will back up and go back to the lymph nodes or the septic tanks and back to the homes or the cells where there's a problem. It becomes worse and worse. So whenever you're dealing with the lymph system, you need to deal with the kidneys. So always use 2 kidney formulas. Herbs like cleavers, danshen, red sage, dandelion, corn silk, overursi, gravel root. These are fantastic herbs for cleansing and strengthening the kidneys. When you cleanse the kidneys and improve kidney filtration, now the kidneys or the sewer plant of the body is going to clean the lymph system, removing the overload of waste on the lymph nodes, allowing the lymph nodes to function better. They get softer and the waste flows as it should from the cells to the lymph nodes to the kidneys where it's filtered. To speed up healing, we also make sure we address the adrenal glands. The adrenals, the kidneys, and the lymphatic system, they are intertwined. The adrenal center of the kidneys, they control the kidneys. The kidneys will filter the lymph system. When the kidneys don't filter the lymph system properly, the lymph system is affected. It affects every single tissue, organ, and glands. So therefore, adrenals, kidneys, and lymph system all should be attended to and should be addressed and fixed. Herbs for the adrenals are Siberian ginseng, rhodiola, ashwagandha. Herbs for the kidneys, as I mentioned already, corn silk, dandelion, nettle, parsley. And herbs for the lymphatic system, pokeroot, redwood, plantain, white oak bark, cleavers. These always have to be nursed. If you don't nurse it, the lymph nodes will remain hard. Externally, you want to make use of castor oil packs on the lymph nodes. Castor oil is deep penetrating. It penetrates deeply and softens the lymph node for you. Combined with the fruit cleanse and the herbs, you're going to see the lymph nodes soften and start to function properly. Make use of rebounding, walking 10,000 steps a day, Gentle exercise, yoga, will help you accelerate the healing. Make sure that you de-stress the body. Meditation, prayers, because this stress release will help the body heal quickly. Stress on the body affects the adrenals. Adrenals affect the kidneys. Kidneys affect the lymph system. Remember that vicious cycle. So de-stress the body and use therapeutics to help you heal. Sweat helps get rid of the toxins and reduces the load on the kidneys. So make sure you sweat often, 30 to 40 minutes a day. Make sure you hydrate whilst you are sweating. Massage is also crucial. Apart from the castor oil packs, you need to massage the area of the swollen lymph nodes. Based on where the lymph nodes are, you'll massage the area around it. You'll notice that, for instance, if you had your lymph nodes in your chest were swollen, don't just massage the chest, massage the entire region, the shoulder region, and the upper back region, because they're interconnected. And when you massage, you'll find tender points. These points means that you massage the area more. That's where the blockages are. So massage is essential. Also, keep the body warm. You want to make use of ginger and cayenne pepper tea daily. It boosts circulation, helps the body heat up, and therefore helps the body recover and the lymph system to move better. Better circulation, better lymph flow is a solution to faster healing and to reducing the size of your lymph nodes, as well as getting it more softer so that it can function better. If you follow these simple steps, you're going to see the lymph nodes soften. You're going to see that your urine is going to become cloudy. That means the waste is being filtered out through the kidneys. You're also going to have more energy. You're going to see your skin improve. Again, to summarize, use the Miraherbals triangle, which is fruits, astringent fruits, berries, melon, citrus fruits, herbs to clean and strengthen, and therapeutics to amplify the healing process. If you follow these steps and give a little bit of time, you're going to see that your lymph nodes reduce and your kidneys function better, and your inflammation, swelling, all goes down. Make sure you share this with someone who you care about. If you like the format of this video, be sure to comment and say so, and share with friends and family.